that the travellers in the old days would actually stop on the village greens, park up for the night and sit and actually make these sort of flowers. Now they would often make them what they call off of the knee, so they would actually hold the stick against their knee and use a sharp knife to actually shave the flowers. We're going to show you how to make them using a draw knife. What we're doing now is using the draw knife and just drawing down, and each time we draw down, instead of shaving off the end as we would normally do with a draw knife, we're just coming to about an inch from the end and then just folding it over, and then each shaving becomes a petal. And so we can then just keep going round the stick, folding over each petal as we go, and just keep going round and just drawing more and more petals down, and you can see that we're starting to get quite a nice curl of flowers there. Occasionally you lose the odd one, but it doesn't matter because there's plenty there. Once you've been round once, it actually helps quite a bit because it gives you a sort of a ridge to work up against. We used hazel here, but in the past I'm told that they used to use elder. Now elder wood is a very strange wood because it's got a very pappy centre, and it may be that they chose to use the elder wood because then you'd be able to put the sticks into it very easily, or maybe there was some quality in elder that I don't understand. But we tend to use the hazel because it's readily available on the site here. We can just go and coppice off a stick now and again as we need it, or we can allow some to dry out if we want to make the more curly sorts of flowers. And eventually what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to shave right the way through the stick, and then the flower will actually fall off. In fact, I can just hear it creaking now. So this time round, this will probably be the one that leaves it off. So there we go, and there's your flower. You can just sort it out like that, and there's your flower, and then you can just start again to make the next one. So this one I've got here has been made out of a piece of wood that is freshly cut and green, so the petals tend to be very straight and very sort of even. But if you actually use a piece of wood that is actually dried out, instead of the petals coming out dry, they come out very tight and very curly, and straight away you can see that instead of it just running up as it was before, it's already starting to curl over. So we're just going to try and pull a few more down and gradually work our way around. Far different, the actual dry wood, the way it actually turns over, to how it turns over on the green wood. And then all they do after they've made them is, like this one, is just make a stick that they've taken from the hedgerow. These ones are actually prunings from an apple tree. So again, recycling something that would normally just go on the bonfire, trimmed to size, and then just pushed into the back of the flower. And having made them, what they would often do is then dye them different colours. So they would squash up either beetroot or blackberries to make a red dye, and then they would often use ochre to make a yellow dye. And then they would call around the houses door to door and try and sell ladies bunches of flowers. So there you go, two variations on the flower, one made with the green wood and one made with the dry wood.